Ooh,
I can
welcome,
taste our
friends,
enemy's hunger for victory. Let them storm.
to Udyr. I have woken up to Udyr, and it is quite the nice surprise. I'm very excited that he has been released. Oh man,
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
I went into the practice tool just a moment ago and recorded this whole thing, only to
30
realize
seconds until minions
when
spawn.
trying to record my next video that my microphone was not set as my microphone in OBS. Oh man, it was so tragic. I got the whole thing done, felt pretty good about it. Anyways, let's get into this. It's not going to be quite as authentic, but I'm going to try and reproduce the same
Minions have spawned.
responses and reactions that I had to Udyr, because it honestly will probably still be genuine because some of these things are actually so cool. As we know, we've got the Q, W, E, R, none of which are ultimate abilities, all of which are just stances. Classic Udyr design. I think they did a really good job at maintaining the character fantasy of Udyr, except he's a little bit gruffer now, a little bit more primal, as you can see. But I feel like this is a more solidified fantasy. Old Udyr was kind of a mix of like some stereotypes with like basic character design. While it was cool, it wasn't as fleshed out as this. This is so cool. Let's get into the abilities. Let's read them. Passive, a bridge between, awakened spirit. Udyr has 4 basic abilities that swap between stances. Udyr can recast an ability that is on cooldown to gain its bonuses again with additional benefits, scaling with level per cooldown. Monk training. After using an ability, Udyr's next 2 attacks within 4 seconds gain 30% attack speed and refund 5% of Awaken's cooldown. Monk training is kind of a reference to Lee Sin's passive because they did train together, which I think is pretty cool. His Q, Wilding Claw, in reference to Volibear. Each of these abilities will be based after each of the Freljordian aspect, primal god type characters. I don't know what the specific name for them is. I'm just gonna go with. I didn't DC. I'm right here. Hello. I'm moving. Hello. I forgot what I was saying. Anyways, Claw Stance. Udyr gains 25% attack speed for 4 seconds, and his next 2 attacks maul the target, dealing an additional 3.2% max health physical damage, scaling ever so slightly with AD. Of course, the remake window has elapsed. Awaken. Gain an additional 25% scaling with level attack speed, and Udyr's next 2 attacks call lightning 6 times, dealing a total of 9% max health magic damage to isolated targets. Strikes bounce to other nearby targets when possible. That's pretty cool. Gives him some dueling potential and some AoE potential, so he's not going to struggle so much against raptors, which I think is great. Makes Q build a lot more viable. I'm really excited for it because I personally enjoyed Q more than R, even though R was significantly more viable. W, Iron Mantle, in reference to Iron Boar, the unreleased champion. That is another aspect that we now know of. Mantle Stance. Udyr gains 58 shield, scaling with magic and health for 4 seconds, and his next 2 attacks gain 10% lifesteal and restore 9 health, scaling with health and magic. Awaken. Gain 131 shield, scaling with level, magic, and health. Restore 66 health, also scaling with those things, over 4 seconds, and Udyr's next 2 attacks instead give 20% lifesteal and restore 17 health, scaling with magic and health. which that's pretty cool. It means he's going to have healing whether he goes AD or AP or full tank. E, Blazing Stampede. Stampede stance. Udyr gains 30% movement speed, decaying over 4 seconds. Additionally, Udyr's attacks dash him to the target and stun for 0.75 seconds, 6-second cooldown per target, and the cooldown does go down with level. Awaken grants immunity to immobilizing and disabling effects, and an additional 30% movement speed for 1.5 seconds. So that's going to help you get in. Like, people are throwing stuns at you, fuck that, you're in, you're going to stun them. Also, Udyr moves through units during the movement speed boost, and his attacks in this stance cannot be cancelled. Storm stance, or Wingborn Storm, then Storm stance. Udyr surrounds himself in a glacial storm for 4 seconds, dealing 20 magic damage, scaling with AP, per second to nearby enemies and slowing them by 15%. Additionally, Udyr's next 2 attacks deal 10 magic damage to enemies in the storm, scaling with level and magic. Get out of here. Awaken. Unleash the storm, causing it to follow Udyr's last attacked enemy. Deal an additional 8% max health damage, scaling with AP and level, over the duration, and slow by an additional 10%. Whew. All of this is very exciting. The shield on Iron Mantle stacks with itself, but the healing is reduced to 33% against minions and small monsters, which I think is fine. I think his sustain in the jungle is going to be fine. It's good that he still has all that healing against, actual brawls with champions, giving him that survivability. I think he's going to be a pretty beefy boy. Alright, let's get ourselves to level 5 and show the abilities. Let's get our mana cooldown reduction up. Q. I do remember seeing this animation here. Whenever they were showing the progress, like the production and creation of Udyr, they were showing the different animations and styles they were going with. They showed his Q activation stance, which was pretty damn cool. And it's really cool to also just see that in game. Seeing it on paper, seeing it as a prototype thing, and now it's actually on him. Is W Ironborn? He's got some little tufts on his back, and they move. It's so cool. And they've got like a really cool little effect over them. Really accentuates like the whole iron boar thing going on. It looks like he's made of metal. Horn stance. Got the horns going on here. Really makes sense because he's about to ram someone. It's R. Phoenix stance. That's pretty dope. Also has some effects on his arms. I think each of these has like a little effect on his arm, which that makes sense because he's like channeling the primal abilities, the aspects of these characters into himself. So like these aren't his real arms; they're like spectral aspect arms or something. I don't know how to like properly word it, but you see what I'm going for here. That is pretty damn cool. As you can see, like each bounce causes like a little beam to happen, and when they all hit the same target, it's like you're calling down like this fucking cleansing beam to just destroy the enemy. I feel like it's gonna do a lot of damage. That's what it looks like. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Feels very visceral. I like it. Let's see the awaken for his boar stance. get a little like fancy shield going on. He seems to like regain quite a bit of health. Like that's a lot of health restored there. It's gonna make him quite beefy. He's gonna be a brawler for sure. Alright, let's see his orange stance going on here. Bonk. That's a pretty big bonk going on. Alright. Let's see the whole charge thing going on. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Can't get me.
You cannot outrun me.
That's gonna be kind of scary. I can only imagine like an Udyr coming in, just like just a fucking big train just coming in. There's nothing you can do about it because like you can't CC him. He ignores all that shit, and his attack is uncancelable. So like once he's got that charge in, you're stunned. You will be stunned. I guess maybe you won't if he dies like in between, but it's quite quick. You gotta be like super low health to die during that. Let's show the Phoenix stance here. That's pretty damn cool. It's like a little Anivia ult, which makes sense. Because like each aspect, each ability is based off one of the aspects, right? And his R is Anivia, the Cryo Phoenix. Obviously, Ornn, Iron Boar.
Creatures of the Freljord walk in the footprints of the demigods.
Polar bear. I just woke up, guys. Give me a minute, all right? I can't say words. It doesn't work. Let's go ahead and go kill Karthus here. Just get to level 10. We're gonna go in with no items. I'm gonna prioritize the Q because I like the Q, right? Oh yeah. So stance dancing while you're running doesn't build movement speed anymore. So like you don't want to like cast all your abilities and then run in because you're just wasting mana. You're not actually getting movement speed. Oh, I just noticed something. All right, so you can like activate an ability, and it's still gonna activate like if you switch stances. So let's like get our stance back here. So I'm gonna like activate this. That's really cool. It's probably better to actually like be in the stance when you do it if you're trying to do damage, because you're gonna do bonus damage by being in claw stance. But like if you're in a hurry and you like really need to catch that guy, you can like activate your Q and then like obviously Blazing Stampede, like stun them and still be doing some decent damage to them. Oh yeah, there's a bug kind of going on right now where if you try to reset the cooldown, it's not gonna reset it. It's just gonna like flash. If you were watching it earlier, you would have seen like it's gonna reset, but it's gonna go back to the cooldown that it was on. Let's see what the Q looks like in an AoE situation here. Not the most impactful, but like that attack speed's kind of nutty. You see that? I have 0 items right now. I've got like I've got an attack speed rune and I've got Legend Alacrity. Like that's a little bit of attack speed going on, but like dang, that's a lot. So that makes me wonder. All right, so I was thinking that press the attack's gonna be better because he doesn't have the attacks every 3 seconds, so it doesn't matter as much for him to be attacking super fast. But like if you're rapid fire stance changing, maybe it will still be better. Because you're gonna be like pop, 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 right? Let's go see Phoenix stance over here. Oh, okay. I read it, but like I didn't process it. Whenever you are in your Phoenix stance, your attacks also deal bonus damage to people in the storm. That's pretty cool. That's gonna give him like some neato clear. All right, let's get it back and let's take raptors with it. That's a really good raptor clear. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I am level like 11, but I think even still, like it's a level 1 ability, right? I have 0 items, just like increased stats, and all of that damage was from Phoenix stance. So Phoenix stance still the way to go if you want to clear raptors like that. I think like maybe Q build will be viable in like the top lane or something. I really hope to God it's not how it was before, where like Phoenix stance is the only thing good, because like Q stance is really cool. I really like it. Let's look at his emotes real quick, and then we're gonna hop over to Spirit Guard Udyr, because there's a little surprise that I've got for you guys. Something I noticed in his trailer with his splash art and all that. It's really freaking cool. Super excited for it. This is dance. It's got a little primal jig going on here. It's got like some spooky sounds going on. His joke.
I should not have left my belt at home.
So he says he shouldn't have left his pelt at home, and I think that's a reference to old Udyr, where in all of his stances he wore a pelt, right? His base stance and his bear stance are the same, but he always had a pelt. He's like, tell Peter these furs are fake, you know, all that. This is going to be his taunt. He's got to wipe his mouth. He's got some saliva going on. And his joke, or his laugh, I mean.
Has been destroyed.
That's a knee slapper. That's great. Oh, I love that. Woo. Alright, guys. I will see you here in a moment with Spirit Guard Udyr. You guys are going to be fucking ecstatic. It's so cool. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with Spirit Guard Udyr. Oh, it's so exciting. So, I forgot to point this out in his last, in the last skin, his base skin. Each stance that you take actually puts him in a different stance. Like his physical composure is different. I didn't see if this was a thing in his base form, but I played with Spirit Guard Udyr because it looked so much better than his base stance. But I noticed,
Tiger begins its hunt.
as you heard, that's the surprise there. Tiger begins the hunt. His Q is Tiger stance,
We need no help.
not Udyr stance, not Volibear stance. It's not a bear, it's a tiger, which is awesome. And it looks so cool. Oh, dude, I am super excited for Spirit Guard Udyr because he keeps his old stances. But I don't want to get carried away real quick. I just wanted to say real quick, whenever he stopped moving, he would like claw the ground behind him. Whenever he stopped, right? So like you could stop, and it would leave like scratch marks on the ground, and it was kind of an emote on itself. You could like do this and just like leave a bunch of scratch marks on the ground, and it was fun. I wonder if they're gonna like add scratch marks on the ground, It doesn't look like he's clawing the ground here. That's his dance. Press the wrong button. It's funky. We'll get into the emotes a little bit later. It doesn't look like he's clawing the ground, but he is doing like the same general animation that he did before, which I think that's a nice touch. I think that's pretty cool that they actually kept that. They did a really good job at keeping the whole class fantasy down.
Raises his shell.
All right, let's look at the attacks real quick, because it looks so cool. Oh man, I've already seen it, and I'm still like fucking ecstatic over it. Oh god, it looks so cool. It looks so freaking cool. Let's look at the other ones.
Immovable turtle. Prowling tiger. Vigilant guardian. Stalwart
All right,
turtle.
let's look at turtle stance. God, it's so cool. That shield's actually pretty big. Can't catch me. Actually, let's get my stuff back.
Autumn's wind. Midsummer strike. Winter's flow.
All right, let's look at let's reset him real quick so we don't kill him, because this is our test dummy here. Even though I can just spawn a dummy. Here is bear stance.
Mother bear.
Let's look at the awaken.
Knowledge, all things thrive.
Oh, I used it, but I didn't notice. I'm gonna do it again.
Springs grow. Stability and strength. Ionia's fate is my own.
It's dope. I really like the golden bear aesthetic, as well as
Prowling tiger.
the blue tiger. The blue tiger reminds me a lot of Zwen, the white tiger from World of Warcraft. If anyone plays World of Warcraft, you know what I'm talking about. Which I think that aesthetic is really cool.
Ionia's fate is
All right, let's look at his Phoenix stance, because his Phoenix stance. Why are you backwards, dude? What's going on with you? His Phoenix stance is really cool.
summer flame. We are eternal. Midsummer strike.
I really like the red there. Actually, all of the colors here are just superb. They are phenomenal. It's a really exciting thing.
Ionia's spirits walk with me.
All right, now let's go and do a little fight.
No time for talk. Immovable turtle.
Get out of here.
This is the Freljord. Winter's flow. Autumn's wind.
It looks so cool, man. Oh, I'm gonna be playing so much with this. This is the best looking skin in the fucking game. I swear on my mama. And I can do that because she's dead. Or maybe I can't do that? I don't know. Not really a sensitive topic. Anyways. What was I gonna do here? Ah, yes.
Silence.
Let's level up all the way here. Because I know you guys are wondering. Do you still transform when you max out your ability? Yes, you do. It's not as big of an upgrade as I thought it was going to be. That's actually a lie. It's not. It's a lie. Okay. His form doesn't change, but the visual effects are huge. Ready? Here we go. There he is. Look, you got like you're pulsating with this energy. You got like the big mane going on. Oh man, it's so cool. Look at him. God. Dude, it's so ferocious. Like imagine this guy just walking into lane and he's just fucking cracked out of his mind. Just big old tiger, dude.
Immovable turtle.
Okay, so he still does the thing before where like whenever he transformed into his stance, like the aspect of the animal that he was transforming to would appear above him. He's still doing that. It's so cool. It looks better than it did before. It's so good. It looks so good. Oh man. All right, let's look at his turtle stance real quick. He's ready to fuck some shit up. The green on this skin is so freaking good. The blue is so good. It's so good. Wait, do I have my graphics turned up all the way? I do, okay. Oh man, it looks so good. Okay, let's reset the game real quick because you can actually max out these abilities.
Mother bear. In the Freljord, tranquility is death. In Ionia, it is life.
Wait, let's level up. Forgot to do that. Bear? Bear. Look at this guy. He kind of looks like Son Goku with like the face thing going on. Let's see if the bash effect is any different. Just fast forward 30 seconds real quick.
Minions have spawned.
There you are. That's quite the bonk there. Let's look at Phoenix Dance.
Phoenix rises from the ashes.
Ooh. It's so good. He's got like a similar face mane going on here. His wings actually turn into fire. They're not like just things on his hands. It's actual fire. That's so cool. God, it's so freaking cool.
I will use
Oh,
your
man.
blessing well, spirit.
Alright, let's go look at his emotes.
Spirits of Ionia, ancestors of the first lands,
It's level 4,
walk beside me.
so you can see what they look like all at once. Alright, here's his. This is gonna be his dance. I'm actually gonna turn up the sound real quick so you guys can hear. There's a little beat going on. I don't know how well you guys can hear it, but it's fucking it's a bop. It's a bop. All right. Here's his laugh. It's so goofy.
Minions have spawned.
Doing a little crane stance. Huh? Huh? Who's there? Oh, it's just you. All right, this is his taunt.
Your hunger will never be satisfied.
He's like, "Roar." Wait, why aren't they
Your
scared?
hunger will
He's like,
never
uh.
be satisfied.
Alright, this is gonna be his joke.
Where is this wind coming from?
No, no, I'm so embarrassing. Don't look. I know I'm wearing pants, but please, don't look at my booty. Oh no.
Where is this wind coming from?
I'm an anime girl. Oh no. Alright, so his emotes do change. His tiger stance is the same.
Begins its hunt.
So we're gonna go into the others just to prove it. You know, I'm gonna go. Oh, look, it's the tiger. Oh, hello. Alright,
Winter
bear,
flow.
turtle, dance. Oh man, he's just grooving. Look at him. Is his laugh? Here's his taunt.
Your hunger will never be satisfied.
And his silly.
Where is this wind coming from?
This one is about the same in each of his stances. But it's still fun to look at because he's got like the shoulder things going on, the arms. Bear.
Spring's growth.
All of these dances are so goofy. This is his taunt.
Your hunger will never be satisfied. Your hunger will never be satisfied.
His laugh. He kind of just stays there, like, oh, you. Oh, his dance.
Where is this wind coming from?
And Phoenix dance. Dance. I really like the Phoenix because he doesn't have arms, so like he has to dance accordingly, and it's also still just goofy. This is gonna be his laugh. He pecks him because he doesn't have fingers instead of tapping him, and then he waves with his wing. That's funny. Here's his taunt.
Your hunger will never be satisfied.
It looks like he's shrugging with his wings.
Your hunger will never be satisfied.
He's like, oh. And then the dance.
Where is
Or,
this
sorry.
wind coming from?
The joke. Now I'm actually curious if the emotes are any different after you've evolved. So let's look at Tiger Stance. Seems like it's about the same.
Your hunger will never be satisfied. Where is this wind coming from?
It's a little more accentuated because of the pulsating effect. But other than that, it's about the same. I think the pulsating
Where is
effect is
this
actually
wind coming
enhanced for the wind there. Right, I'm sure you guys are wondering what the spams are going to look like. Oh,
Your hunger will never be satisfied.
Could that replace the fapping?
Your hunger will never be satisfied. Your hunger will never be satisfied.
All of the spams
Where
are
is
good.
this
I have my
coming
emote
from?
and my dance bound to the same key because I bound my dance and all my emotes before then, and then when emotes came out, it was like, okay, well, we're gonna put that on T, and I just never bothered to change it.
Stability and strength. The raptor's rage runs rampant, a frenzied scream.
Alrighty. Thus concludes
Return to the earth.
the Udyr Scuffed Champion Spotlight. I hope you guys like him. I really fucking do. He's so cool, man. Oh, man, I cannot wait to just get into a game and play with him. Hopefully I can get in today, and you guys can see a video right after this about Udyr's actual gameplay. I'll probably play Tiger Sands first, just because it's so freaking cool. And I'll probably do it in the top lane. I don't know. We'll see. Whatever I get, I guess. See you guys.